I guess, Mary?
No, it doesn't, to be honest. That scoreline is very ugly.
What do you put the performance down to?
Well, the start of the game, 7-0 penalty count, compounded by errors, compounded by some soft tries. I thought our line speed was good. I thought we were running nice and hard with the footy. However, to win games, you need possession. And you need to build pressure when you do either of that.
Is it a discipline thing, Mayor? You mentioned the penalties and the errors.
Oh, look, I'm going to have a really close look at it. Obviously, discipline's a big part of footy. So yes, when your 7-0 penalty counts down, then you lose one to the bin. We lost one against the same referee 2 weeks ago in North Queensland. So we've got to make sure that we do something about our discipline. Yes, if it's on us, yes, definitely.
You've been pretty protective of the players the last couple of weeks, but what do you make? What did you say to them today? Obviously, that's not good enough.
Definitely. What I say in the shed should stay in the shed. Got a few players that are down on confidence. That can happen. So we've got to make sure we manage that well. We regroup come Monday and get to work, because that's not acceptable.
Is this the first time, Mary, you've been this disappointed after a loss? Because there's been some, but the effort's been there and a few things here and there could have changed, but that one, it's a bit of a different to the others, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but definitely different. Like, you're playing against a side that's run 16th and they put a score in there. So, just disappointed with some areas of our game at the moment that we need to fix. And you can't have that many errors in a game, let some really soft tries in the game. And obviously on the back end of the penalty count, have no possession. So obviously at some stage in that back half, the second half, you're going to pay for it. So we're all disappointed. I'm the leader of that group, so I'm the most disappointed, yourself included.
It's the first time you've been out of the top 4 this season too. I guess how disappointing or scary is the prospect of not finishing top 4, given you've been in there for so long and longer than anybody else?
Well, let's look at that in 3 weeks' time. Because at the moment, we can still make the 4. 3 games to go and finish the season. Can't get that back, we've got 3 to go. We'll certainly do something about the next 3 games. And if we do something about that, we'll be in the 4.
How's Gareth, Mary?
Not good. His shoulders popped out and come back in. He'll have a scan tomorrow.
Long term?
I can't answer that, to be honest with you. I just got the performance managers told me then it's just popped out and it's gone back in, which is great. And I hope scans first thing tomorrow, and we'll know a lot more tomorrow afternoon.
Cam, did you guys get many warnings or anything like that before being bid? Because obviously the penalties were racking up and they were all sort of going one way. Was there talk out there between you guys and the refs what was going on there?
No warnings, but obviously that many penalties, they're going to make a decision there. You know, myself need to be better there, that part of the field as well. No need to give that penalty away. So, you know, that's just part of our discipline and some of the crucial areas that were off tonight. You know, myself, a couple of errors there, and that penalty really hurts the side. So, you know, individually we need to have a look at ourselves, but you know, we've got a great team here, and you know, people might want to write us off or say things like that, but you know, we're not phased at all, because like Coach said, we've got 3 games left, and if people want to say, you know, it's scary not to be in the 4, we'll be back there. You know, we've got all the confidence in well in that.
Parent, have you ever seen like 7 penalties conceded to start a game? Like,
I've seen 5, and Jack de Belin ended up in the bin 3 weeks ago, 4 by Adam. No, last week there were 6 straight, and no one went in the bin against the Warriors. So no. Quick answer. I'm not going to go too much more into it than that. You know, but you know, that's one side of the game. Okay, I understand that. There's other sides of the game we can fix.
Yeah.
So that is a discipline thing. If it is, we'll fix it. But there's other things in today's game that we need to be better at. So we will take ownership from that. It's just not the players; it's all staff members as well.
Cameron touched on it, the outside noise that's going to happen now, that you off the rails again and that sort of stuff. How do you answer that by playing good footy? But how do you sort of shield the players, or
Well, you can't. You can't close down the environment around it. What you can do is you limit it, limit what they read and what they hear. Certainly got to take a little bit out of what you've done so far this year, knowing that what you can achieve. You know, that's the big thing. You know, I said to the boys, you know, when you take the field, you've got 80 minutes to protect that character, and that's your 80 minutes and no one can take away from you. So we'll go to work this week and work really hard around next time we go out there, we can protect that character, all of us, come game day. So, you know, there's no happy person in that shed right now. And they're a very caring group, a very committed group, and we've got to be better than what we've showed tonight.
Thanks, guys.